Welcome to 1000 PSTV. If you want a bike with a huge displacement that not only packs a punch, but is also a lot of fun to ride, you have to try one of these two motorcycles. Diavel V4 versus the Rocket 3 are... an unequal comparison, possibly. Because while the Rocket 3R is clearly in the cruiser segment, the Diavel V4 sees itself more as an extroverted power naked bike. Nevertheless, they have enough in common and are similarly priced. What's more, there are hardly any more powerful bikes for biker get-togethers at the moment. The Ducati Diavel V4 and the Triumph Rocket 3 are not only top-class motorcycles in terms of displacement and torque. The prices are also quite impressive. The Chrome edition of the Rocket 3 that we tested is slightly more expensive than the standard model, but it is still cheaper than the Diavel V4. The prices are as follows. The Diavel V4 costs 33,295 euros in Austria, 27,090 euros in Germany, and 28,690 France and Switzerland. The Rocket 3R Chrome costs 29,495 euros in Austria, 25,545 euros in Germany, and 27,595 France in Switzerland. 2,458 cubic meters in full. You have to let this value melt in your mouth. Added to this is the enormous torque of 221 Newton meters. There is currently no larger engine in motorcycle construction, and that is unlikely to change anytime soon. While riding, you can also feel that this bike is characterized by its engine, when there is incredible thrust in every gear and at every speed. So it's no surprise that the rev limiter kicks in. At just over 6,000 revs, the torque is omnipresent and the turmarine diesel does not come from anywhere. At 236 kilograms, ready to ride, the new Diavel V4 is no compact naked bike. But when you switch directly from the Triumph, you can feel its significantly sportier design. This starts with the riding position and continues with the Gran Turismo V4 engine. 1,158cc displacement once revs and only releases its full power of 168 horsepower at 10,750 RPM. The chassis geometry has been designed to match this, and the Diavel V4 is really sporty to ride, especially compared to the Rocket 3. Want a 240 rear tire and plenty of steam? Would you like the whole thing to be garnished with a comfortable riding position and guaranteed attention in front of the ice cream parlor? Yes, then I would recommend Italian or British. You can choose between the brand new Ducati Diavel V4 or the shiny chrome Triumph Rocket 3R. In my opinion, these two brute road cruisers enrich the motorcycle market immensely and are probably the top of the food chain in many dimensions. The 2,458cc triple in the Rocket 3R in particular is an engine of superlatives. There is currently no larger displacement available in large series motorcycle construction, nor more power than the 221 Newton meter that the Triumph unleashes via the card into the rear tire. Even if the ship has lost over 30 kilos compared to its predecessor, the Rocket is certainly not petite. 317 kilos live weight and a 150 front tire demand a lot of power from the rider, a little more when you are riding slowly, a little less at higher speeds. Quick shifter, not available. Otherwise, however, everything is available electronically, from cornering ABS to the much needed traction control. If you deactivate it, you should know exactly what you are doing, and ideally stock up on another rear tire in the rare 240/50/16 size, as you will need it soon. Compared to the Italian competition, the gigantic British gentleman does not want to be driven in a sporty manner. Although the radially mounted Brembo twin calipers at the front do a good job, the Rocket 3's footrests come to rest relatively quickly when you're riding with a knife between your teeth. So slow down, shift up a gear, and enjoy this giant. Then you will experience a feeling of sovereignty and satisfaction in the saddle that can hardly be described. Let's move on to the Diavel V4. a completely different story. On the one hand, of course, this is due to the 81 kg less that the Italian icon has to lug around with it. But on the other hand, it is due to the general design of the bike. Even though Ducati sees this as a cruiser, on sober reflection, it is much closer to a power naked bike. The classic naked bike front wheel dimension of 120/70/17, which gives the Diavel V4 impressive handling, is evidence of this. The beautiful front wheel rim on which the Pirelli Diavel Rosso is mounted barely comes into its own thanks to the massive 330mm Brembo double disc, while a super bike worthy braking system ensures equally impressive deceleration values. Things look a little different at the rear. Here, the rim and tire combination mounted on the Divine single-sided swing arm is allowed to shine. The rear is the absolute showpiece of the Diavel V4, cleverly done by Ducati. After all, most people on the road will admire the devil from this perspective. The reason for this is the now familiar V4 engine, which is used here in the Gran Turismo version. The 168 horsepower provide massive propulsion in every situation, but are only made available uninhibitedly in sport mode. A word of praise to the engineers. They have taken the four-wheelers' drinking habits into account. As a result, fuel consumption of around 6 liters can be achieved. The deactivation of the rear cylinder block, which probably contributes to this, also has the pleasant side effect that the middle of the body is no longer overcooked when riding slowly. What a bike. Conclusion on the Ducati Diavel V4 versus the Triumph Rocket 3R. Two poser bikes that can do so much more than just look good. The Rocket 3R Chrome and Diavel V4 both score with great engines and surprisingly easy handling, but are also very different. The Triumph can be seen more as a fascinating cruiser, defined by its incredible engine and a great working package around it. The Ducati, on the other hand, is aimed at all those who are looking for a potent power naked bike with a certain amount of comfort and relaxation, but who still want to smoke a powerful engine. To decide, you should either already know what you want or simply test ride both. We recommend the latter. Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. Stay tuned for more exciting videos coming your way. Until next time, take care and see you in the next video.